Hey guys, this video is about my homemade stander and how I use it to do sit-to-stand exercises. Made it myself, cost about $20, and I use it all the time. It's a great exercise. So here you go. Scoot up, feet off, lift up my foot plate, pull on into the leg pads, put on my power hook, feet in place, stand up. I like to stand here for a few minutes just to stretch out. Of course, it's always good just to stand in general. Get that blood flow down into the legs, circulation. You know, bone density is a debate. Some say standing still doesn't do anything for it. You have to be, motion when walking. Who knows? This foot's a little out of place. What feel like? My back's a little tight today. $25. Sit down, adjust the position of my feet a little. Close. Alright, that was 25. I'm going to try to crank out 25 more. I do use the bar to pull up, but it's definitely not me pulling my body weight up. It's mostly my legs. My arms are just there to hold on for the balance and a little bit of a pull up for the the guide. I think if you have nothing in your legs, there's no way that you could just use your arms like that to pull your body weight up. So 20. $25. It's 2 sets of 25, 50 total. Some days it's easier than others, depends how tight. Sometimes my low back feels a little tight, makes it a little difficult. Today it's so-so. I'll just stand here for a couple more minutes just to stretch out. Stretch my shoulders back. Arch my back. You don't want to be hunched over. Okay. Feet up on the plate. $50 stands. Okay, here's my standing frame that I built with all 2x4s. Goes up the wall. Got a little mirror behind in front of it. 2x4s up the wall. Get out of the way. Got this bright light in the garage, it's a little difficult to see. But basically, Tapcon 2x4s, those are about a little over 6 feet high. From floor up to about 6 feet. I put a bar, let me get in close. Basically just electrical pipe. Mounted with some U-hooks, you know, the straps for something to hold on to. And then here is the leg contraption part. You don't want it right up against the 2x4s because then when you stand up your nose will be basically against the wall. So you want to be out from the wall. So to do that I have, see which is best. I have cut, they're about 1 foot long. Basically acting as spacers. 3 2x4s on each side. Then I have a 1x4 going across. Then I have another 2x4 about 1 foot long as another spacer. And then I have a 2x4 going side to side. And then I built these leg contraptions, which is basically, you move back a little. It's about a 1x6 piece here, mounted with a 90-degree bracket, top and bottom. I have a 2x4 down the inside of it, and then another 1x6 on the outside, same, the L brackets. And then of course the same on this side for the leg. And then I went into the plumbing department, and I think they use this kind of pipe for sprinklers, the black pipe right here. It's kind of a semi-rigid plastic, and I bought a piece, cut it in half, so I made like a U shape, mounted that inside there. Then I just got some foam and attached that in there, and that's where you can pull up and you put your knee right inside. And then what I did add, which I don't use but I just added them anyway, on the side here I got an old belt and I made a strap. Now let me put the camera down and I'll show you that. Now if you can see the strap, let me lower that a little. The strap is just a piece of belt. I put a hole through it, screwed it into the side of the wood, put a piece of Velcro on the end so it will wrap around and attach on this side. And then your knee, your leg would be in here, your knee would be right here, and your leg would be in here. I don't need that. I don't know why I put them. I think when I first used it, I was thinking maybe I would, but basically when I stand, my knees don't even really touch this, except for when I'm going up and down. But once I'm standing up, my legs, I lock them out, and my knees are literally, I'm just standing in here. My knees aren't even pressing against. You know, thankfully I can lock my legs out. You know, those of you who can't, then you would just, of course, benefit from the strapping your leg in there. You won't have to worry about coming out. So that's it. And I put a little piece of wood on top. You know, if I have a glass of water or anything with me, I could just sit it on top. So that's it. Bunch of 2x4s. I mean, probably literally, you know, $10 in wood. And that's it. $15, maybe $20 max for everything. So to recap, 2x4s going up. You know, you want to figure out your width. That's what's tricky here, is you want to figure out your width of how far apart you want your knees to be. You know, you don't want them side by side. Think about, you know, before you were injured, when you stood. You never stood with your kneecaps, you know, touching. You had a little gap in your feet, maybe shoulder width. So you want to be able to figure that out, you know, however makes your body comfortable. And that's where you want to put the width of your knee pads here. So let me pull in there and I'll show you what it looks like with my legs in there. So basically what I do is I pull right up till a little bit, not too close, because you got your foot peg, you got to get your feet off. Get my foot off to the side, lift up my leg peg, my foot peg, get a little tone of my legs going on from what I just did, and then I put my feet in place. Then you can pull your chair up and get your knees in there. You don't want to jam them up in there. Let me get this out of the way so you can see better. So you want to put your knees in there so you're almost touching. Again, I guess it depends on, you know, what kind of control and muscles you have in your legs. You want to get your feet in a nice position underneath. You know, you don't want them up on your toe. You want to be flat-footed. You don't want to be too far up so when you stand, then your knees are pressing against and you're like hyperextending your knee. You want a little distance. Make sure your heels are back, you know, so they're about here, down. So when you stand, you have a little room between your knee and the pads. And that's it. I use the power hook for my right hand. I just strap it on. And I use that to hold on. Sometimes I don't even use it. I'll just use the one hand. Because like I said, I don't pull that hard where I need both hands. And that'll be it. And you're in. When I'm done, I back away. I move my leg, let my foot peg drop, feet up onto the peg, and you're done. Scoot back in the chair, and that's it. Take 5. I'm getting there. I found the problem. Anyway, that was my sit to stands. I do 50 every day. Try to do them every day. If I don't, I feel guilty. Like before I was injured and I didn't go to the gym, you feel worse. Just push yourself and exercise. No matter what your condition, even if you're able-bodied, nothing's wrong with you. Do something. Swim, walk, run, bike, anything. Don't just sit around and do nothing. Life's too good to let yourself go to waste. Anyway, don't want to preach. That was my stander that I built. If you want to do it yourself, and I will put some still pictures at the end of this video that you can freeze on, pause on, and look at for, you know, a closer look and do it yourself. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below. I'd be glad to give you measurements and help you out in any way I can. So thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and remember, keep rolling through life.